Hey guys, welcome to episode number 216. Today is Monday, so it's update Monday, and it's very late in the fish room. All of the lights are off except for this one here, but I'm super excited and I wanted to share something with you guys. We just had a home inspection today and everything went well, so I think we will be buying a house here soon. And of course, the exciting part for you guys is seeing the fish room build in the basement. I took measurements of the basement today and I brought those into Sketchup, so I wanted to very quickly walk through 3 different layouts that I've kind of designed here, and I want to get your feedback. I want you guys to tell me how I can best use this space, and I'll give you the rough dimensions just so you kind of know what I'm working with. First, let me kind of walk you through what this basement looks like. This right here is the staircase down, and then this is actually a finished portion of the basement, so that's not accessible to use as a fish room, but this back here is unfinished, and what you're looking at here is a door here into the unfinished section, and then there's also a door over here into the unfinished section. This is a little electrical closet. This here is a lally column post which cannot be moved, which is inconveniently located right in the middle of the room, but that's okay. This is a bulkhead with stairs up. It's actually an oversized bulkhead, but the stairs only take up about half of it, which I thought was kind of strange. We've got the washer and dryer hookups here with enough room to maybe put in a larger style utility sink, all right there on that wall. That's where my plumbing will probably originate from. And then I was just toying with this space, and here are the 3 layouts that I've kind of come up with. This one here is really simple. I just wanted to get a sense for what kind of space I was working with here, and essentially what you're looking at here is a 40-gallon tank, 40-gallon tank, 40-40, 40-40, all breeders. And this would be a 4x4 framed construction here with 4x4s on the ends and maybe 2x6s running the length of all of these beams. 4x4s, 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 and all of that would be tied into the wall and also into the floor, so that wouldn't tip over. Honestly, this is not a very good layout because there's really no room for filters. I can probably go 2 tanks high. I don't think a 3rd tank is going to be possible. I do have enough headroom in the basement, but I think a 3rd rack would just make the space in between a little too small to be able to reach all the way back into the back, so those 40-gallon tanks. Anyways, so that's kind of the space we have to work with there. If you want this measurement just in your head, that's about 19 feet 11 inches, and that's probably plus or minus an inch or so. Anyways, that's the first layout. I wasn't too thrilled with how it worked out, but I did learn quite a bit just from mocking that first example up, and then this is kind of where I landed for a second pass at it. Again, here's my electrical closet, there's my bulkhead up here, washer, dryer, sink, and this layout has my 40 gallons kind of laid out in L shapes here. And the benefit to this would be that it would pretty much be freestanding because it would be able to support itself in this kind of F configuration here. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is the same as this first layout, right? But it's laid out, a little bit more like a fish room, so that you can walk in and around and over and in and around. And I quite like this layout quite a bit better than this first layout. Even though it kind of takes up more space, I think it's going to be much more usable. You'll notice I have like a 6-inch gap here between the foundation wall and the start of that rack, and that's just to allow me a little bit of access room for any of my piping, any of my electrical, anything that needs to get back behind there. And the addition here is 2 55-gallon drums as a 2-stage filter for this entire system. You know, that might not be enough. I might have to look at doing a larger stock tank, or maybe 3 55-gallon drums for something this size, because again, this is 8 tanks, but there's going to be 2 high, so that's quite a bit of water that we're talking about. So that might not cut it for a filter, but that's kind of the space I was looking at. This is all considering this being one system. I might be able to break this into 2 systems if I so choose. But anyways, I thought that made, you know, a little bit better use of the space, and really made it feel a little bit more like a fish room. You know, I'd have my wash sink here. I could, you know, walk up and down these rows here, and I would probably have a little moving cart, like a little wheelie cart that would have my supplies on it, so I could wheel that around and get that to go where I need it to go. But the one thing you'll notice that is missing from this is turtles, stock tanks, ponds. I promised myself that I'd get back into turtles once I had a basement, and this layout is strictly for fish. And so what I wanted to do was take that second design and modify it a little bit to include a 300-gallon stock tank. So you'll see I knocked off a couple of 40-gallon breeders, and instead I've replaced it with a stock tank. I've still got the 2 55-gallon drum filters here. I've got a 55-gallon Skippy filter here for the stock tank, and I think this, guys, I think this might be the best of both worlds. I think it makes pretty good use of the space for the fish. Obviously, you know, you can enter here and enjoy all of the fish, kind of work on all of the fish and access all of the tanks. If you walk around here, you can enjoy the stock tank and access all of the turtles. And you know, it gives kind of a nice flow to the room, so that, you know, you can kind of enjoy and do both things in the same space. But you know, the sad part is there isn't enough room to do both of those things to the best of their ability. So, you know, it's a little bit of dabbling and a little bit of balancing those two wants and needs in that somewhat limited space. But anyways, guys, just by looking at this, let me know if you guys have any ideas, if you have any solutions, if you have anything you've seen or done in your own fish room. As you can see with both number 2 and number 3, this lally column comes really close to that stand, which is okay because it won't be moving at all. But especially with layout number 2, there's not a whole lot of wiggle room left and right or up and down here to make this work. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about different layouts. Definitely let me know what you guys think. I'm open to any and all ideas. This is definitely the brainstorming period, and I need your brains to help me storm. So definitely give me some ideas. I'm looking to fit as many gallons as I can without it feeling cramped. And I do like the 40-gallon breeders. I do think they are a very good tank. You know, very cost-effective tank, and combining that with some stock tanks, whether it be 300-gallon, 150 gallon or 100 gallon stock tanks is really what I'm going for. So anyways guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.